Let's fucking go.
The Emperor has been expecting you.
Hi everyone and welcome to 1/6 Figure Focus, and you're very welcome to another live stream about 1/6 scale collecting in general, pop culture, music, occasionally TV, that kind of thing. So a bit of an unusual time. Just took a notion, have about an hour to kill, maybe a little more than that, but said that I just go live and have a look at mostly we'll talk about a few things. Actually, I'll run through some of the things we're going to take a look at. We'll take a quick look at this. We did do a video about it during the week, and we'll probably delve into it in more depth in the Hope Show, which won't be taking place on Monday. It's looking as Tuesday night because of something to do on Monday night. We'll also be taking a look at this. Even though I don't have any interest in this, I do think it looks pretty cool. And this will be the third time we've kind of mentioned this on the show, because didn't do a video on it, but we mentioned it on the Hope Show 2 weeks ago because it was a tease for this. And then the official release images went up during the week, and this is one of those quick release limited things, and these are the vlogger photos, so we will take a quick look at that. Don't have much interest in this, but I'll flick through some of the photos. I don't know anything about it really, and I haven't taken too much of a look. This one highly anticipated, not from me but for the collecting community and the Clone Wars fans. And then finally we'll take a look at what's going on here. I'm actually sharing stuff. Oh no, wait, there we go. Sorry, I thought I was sharing stuff and not actually putting it out there, but yeah, you can see it. Grand. Okay, right, so we'll just check in with the chat really quickly. Do I have a bit of background music going? I do indeed. All right, let's check in with the chat. I'll just remove this for the time being. Who do we got? We got Valkyrie Magnus. Thanks very much for being here. Greatly appreciated. We got SG Collectibles. All going good. We got Illusion Entity. All going good. That's it. Wilgie Lands. Never seen you around here before, but yeah, fair play. How's it going? Does anyone? I'm always reluctant to read out usernames that are a bit unfamiliar, because it's like when Bart and Lisa Simpson phone Moe's and they say their name is IP Freely, which is just, yeah, it's hilarious for the 90s, but yeah, it was all good. Cheers, folks. Happy Friday. All right, so Angry Dog Hobby. Does anyone know when T1000 and Arnold Battle Damage come out? It's next year. Next year. I think it's like I think those ones are Q4 2025. I can actually check for you real quick here. But if you go into Sideshow, wherever you are, go on to sideshow.com. And if you look down to Hot Toys, because they sell a load of different things, you go to Shop All. I'll actually just share this here. I'll do that for you, just in case you don't know. Okay, so Sideshow is the official American, North American, and European distributor. So they're officially licensed, have the contract to officially sell Hot Toys in North America and in Europe. Now, I don't buy from them, quite simply because if I do, the price of getting a standard 1/6 scale figure, I'm not talking about quarter scales or deluxes or DXs, just a regular trooper, for example, can cost approximately $50, somewhere between $40 and $50, closer to $50 to get from California, Sideshow, where they're based, to Ireland. And then on top of that, you have to pay VAT, basically VAT and then import or custom charge. You're talking about realistically, you're talking about another 30%. So if you have let's say you figure let's say you buy a trooper for $250, if that's even a thing anymore, and your shipping is $50. by the time you get to Ireland, so you're talking $300, and then with your VAT and stuff like that, you could probably end up paying $400. Let's face it. Look, it's an expensive hobby, and they're definitely not worth that. So I don't buy from them, but their customer service is great. I have bought them before. I tend to sign up to all their kind of events that they do, and you get $5 in points and keep the building up to $5. Sometimes they have like events for Thanksgiving. They do like Geeksgiving. They do a Halloween event. They do, I think, Christmas events, New Year's events. And if you sign up, register for these events, these online events to do, you get $5 each time. That builds up. If you previously bought from them, you get points. I wish that builds up. So they're quite good. I think they're very user-friendly website. It's a good way of kind of gauging how much the figure will cost and when they come out. But of course, prices will vary. But yeah, if you just so Angry Dog Hobby, if you go to sideshow.com, you go down here until you see Hot Toys. You click that. Go shop all, and if you filter, you can filter from newest. So then if you scroll back through this, now probably going back a while, but like the T1000 there, if I click on that, should give me it somewhere here. Yeah, so you expect it to ship October 2025 to March 2026. Wow, so it's Q4 of next year or Q1 of 2026. I'd say it probably will end up being next year though. A lot of these things they're getting quicker. All right, so yeah, I hope that answers your question. Shout out to the 19 people watching live and anyone watching the replay. Please take a small second to hit the like button and the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It does actually help support the channel. It feeds the algorithm. It gets gets YouTube to promote the video more, promote the stream more. Essentially, it's just great, and it helps us to yeah, it just helps to grow the channel. Gilbert Hartman, hello, greetings from the Netherlands. We see rain, but not Nauru. Strange strategy. I thought that was strange too, yeah. I did think that was strange because I thought there wasn't a hope in hell we get rain. We've enough rain in Ireland anyway, we don't need rain. But yeah, I just didn't think that they would actually go ahead and do that, to be honest. But they have, and you know, I'm happy for people. A lot of people liked Romulus. I was very lukewarm on it. It's not bad though. It's not bad though. New fan here. Your collection is amazing. Question: anti-venom suit for $290, worth it? You see, that's no disrespect, but that's a very new collector question to ask. And what I mean by that is, no one's paying your bills. You're going to work. You're going to get paid. You're going to be you're the one that has to save for the figure and work hard for it and spend your hard-earned cash. It's an expensive hobby, so no one should tell you if it's worth it or not. $290 these days is kind of the going rate in around the 300 mark. These things are getting so expensive. But it's if it has, the question is if it's worth it to you. I mean, the price is what you pay, but the value is what you get. Someone else might pay 90 for $290 or $290, but they don't love it as much as you do, and therefore you're not going to get the value out of it. But if you are a big fan of that PS5 game, what's it, the Spider-Man 2 is it? I think that's what that's from. We'll have a quick look at it anyway. Then it's worth it to you. I mean, let's face it, no one needs this stuff. It's a luxury hobby. You're kind of I'm thankful to have anything like that. You know, it's just yeah. So it depends on if it's up to you. So if you like it and you're willing to pay the price, and you know it's going to make you happy, it's going to give you that dopamine hit that you want, then by all means. So you gotta, don't let anyone else tell you what to get. The movie canon, how are you doing? You good? I must get you on the show. I think I've threatened it a few times before, but yeah, like it's kind of, if you ever want to come on the Hope Show, just message me and we'll make that happen. If you're free now, I can throw you a link. It's up to yourself. But thanks for being here either way. I just purchased my first figure from Pop Collectibles. I live in America, and the shipping alone was $80. Definitely my most expensive hobby. Yeah, that's $80, man. That's steep. That is steep. Yeah, maybe check out like Toys Buying Agent and stuff like that. I see, it all depends on what you're buying. And it depends on if it's a new figure or if it's an old figure. If it depends if it's a figure that it's hard to get or maybe considered a grail that was in high demand. You can find anything, But like a lot of those figures that are in high demand and people love and they're considered quote unquote grails, those figures tend to be more expensive, and you could see varying different prices depending on who you're going to go with. I would just advise that you research who you're buying from, that they've got a good reputation, and check out like maybe some of the Hong Kong resellers actually do free worldwide shipping and stuff like that. Like, so I mean, it's worth looking into that. I think Toys Buying Agent have an excellent reputation. I buy from Lion Rock Toys myself. They've got an excellent reputation. They do free worldwide shipping. But at full disclosure, like, I mean, I buy from them and I review from them, and in exchange they give me like I have to buy my figures, but it's they give me kind of like cheaper figures. So I mean, there's, you know, I still have to pay for them, I'm not getting them for free, but like just full disclosure there. So just like to put that out there, just in case there's any bias or whatever. So yeah, I would just do your own research and make sure that you're comfortable from who you're buying from. Mike Fela, hey everyone, nice surprise to see you on Friday. I appreciate that. 28 people watching live. Didn't expect people to come in. I thought a lot of people would be working. Does anybody work anymore? To quote Collecting Weekly, I love Collecting Weekly. Good guys, good guys. Hello Shane, when are we getting that drink? Just come over now. Come over now. Come over now, Brick. Yeah. So here we go. We've got a super chat. We got a super chat.
Let's fucking go!
All right, so we have a super chat from. We have a super chat from Orlando Goncalves. I'm after butchering that. I'm sorry. First time here, loving the vibe. Much appreciated. Thank you, and much appreciated for the super chat as well. Look, that's a perfect time. I'm going to come back and address the rest of the chat, but first of all, that's a perfect time to highlight. I'm going to skip ahead. I'll highlight what I'm going to highlight. Just bear in mind there with the super chat there. So shout out to the 4,205 subscribers. When I first started the channel, I remember it was a very slow grind towards 100. I thought I'd never get to 100 or 1,000, but yeah, we're hitting a few milestones there, kind of milestone after milestone, and kind of have a lot of support in the live chats and watching the videos and good response to the shorts and stuff like that. So massive thank you if you were one of the 4,205 subscribers. If you're not, you're watching now, click the subscribe button. It really does help me grow the channel, support the channel. I do appreciate it. So the members also, I should get this up here. Every time I do a live, the pinned comment on the live chat is the link to channel memberships. If you click on that, it'll follow it through. You can become a trooper for $2.99 a month or a commander from $5.99 a month, and that gives you varying different perks, whether it's like custom emojis, preferential shoutouts, and if you're a commander, you have your YouTube handle displayed at the end of all the content. I'll show you exactly what I mean when I shout out the commander. So that is always pinned there. No pressure, but if you want to support the channel a little further, you have the option. So shout out to the troopers tier of the channel members. These people keep the lights on. Tiny Art Guy, Parks Industries, Figurecraft, Blair Dad Life, 1-6 Shooter, Figures and Fandom, previously Evil Squeaker, Yomo, Howard Potts, Ancient Silver Fox, Jose G. Hernandez, Brian Wong, The Ben Thomas Show, Eddie, Money Mendez, Jim Collector, Lancelot's Nerd Corner, Thrawn's Office, and Ryan Smith. So they are the commanders tier of the channel memberships. And of course, they're the troopers. And of course the commanders, who have all the benefits in them, some extra benefits, including having their YouTube handle displayed at the end of all of the content, kind of like their producers, like this. So, going back to that super chat there, for the month of December, this is something I do every single December since I got monetized 2 years ago. So this will be the third one in a row. For the month of December, all the channel revenue, which basically my revenue sources will be, as I mentioned, the troopers and the commanders, the channel memberships. So they actually forms the bulk of my revenue every month. Any super chats, super stickers, super thanks, any of the channel revenue now, to be honest, like it's channel revenue, ad revenue. What I mean is, like, so you can make a video, get a couple thousand views, and you'll get like very little for it. But last December, between all of that, we raised €250, and that got donated to the the Temple Street Hospitals, basically an organisation called Children's Health Ireland, which works with children's hospitals in Ireland to help, say, kind of kids basically who have like serious illnesses get the kind of care and treatments that they need. So that's just the screenshot there of the receipt that I got this January when I took all last December's revenue and paid for it, and that's what I got. So that's thank you very much for doing that, and just something to do every year just to give back, because like I said, kind of a privileged hobby to be in. New videos. My thoughts on the cap, this this stealth suit Captain America 2.0 from Winter Soldier. I will touch on this immediately after this section. Upcoming videos. This seems to be upcoming for the last month. I finally have the C3PO. Well, I had the C3PO for maybe like 6 weeks. Only unboxed it the other day because I wanted to get an R2, and now I have the C3PO and R2, and I'll review C3PO, and R2 will probably feature in that. New figures in and out. Well, yeah, why not? We'll go through this and then I'll have a chat about Cap. Before I go through this, I will just address the rest of these chats. So we got Ryan here, respect the lore. Thanks very much for being here. I'm a triple threat believer. I like it, I like it. What's the crack? The crack is good. Valkyrie Madness Magnus says, hey, Gio. We got Brick saying hello to Valkyrie. We have X-Man Supreme. Hey, everyone. And it channel member. Just got my 2 mono cases loaded up with my new Deadpool and Mondo Cyclops just arrived. Good stuff. Good haul. Excellent stuff. What am I looking at? Hey Shane, what did you put on top of the Modu cases so you can put the Bladadins on top of them? Oh yeah, that was custom. It was basically a top sheet that Brian made for me. So like these are like custom Macs. So I think the Max case for Modu case is like 120 centimeters long. These ones are 125, so it's the same style but just a bit longer. And he made like custom top boards. They're really like heavy duty and they sit on top, and yeah, you could stand on them like. So yeah, they're definitely well able to take the weight. So it's a top sheet, it's a custom top sheet from a Modu case. But like I'd say, if you have Modu cases and you wanted to put them on top, it's just a case of, you know, getting a piece of wood cut out the same and painting it, you know. It's not Monday. Great to catch you live. Super stuff. Thanks for being here. A humble collector UK. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. It would be a downer if those old figures aren't placeholders. I would welcome a... It would be a downer if those old figures aren't placeholders. Yeah. I get you. I would welcome a 2.0 of the Alien Warrior. Yep. The Alien Ripley, City Hunter Predator, Terminator 1 with shades. Yep. We'll take a look at them. He's on his lunch. Working at the desk watching the screen, the stream. Good stuff. Alright. So we got another super chat. Good stuff.
Let's fucking go.
We got a super chat from Thrawn's office. The artist, formerly known as Michael. Thanks very much, Mike / Jonathan / Thrawn's. He's a man of many names. I think he was called Black Goo Guy for a while as well, like that. So thanks very much, and of course, yeah, like I said, all of the channel membership, all of the channel revenue, use your words, for the month of December given towards Children's Health Ireland, who work with sick kids and children's hospitals. I'm working on unboxing these figures. Good stuff. Thanks very much again to Thrawn's office. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So new in. I'm just going to flick through this. I did a few adjustments before I went live there. And yeah. So this looks incredible. Like, this was in the endgame display. It was never in the Bleedens. But I just, I moved something out and I needed something to fill the space because I wanted it MCU. Because if you look, this row here, just behind me. So 1 second, I'll full screen myself. So like the second row from the top, or the third row from the bottom, here. So all that row is MCU. And I needed something MCU to fill that spot. I'll show you that spot right there, because it was empty because I moved something. And yeah, I just think it's just an incredible figure. Like it's the endgame Cap. I just think that is the best Cap suit. I know it's an opinion piece. It's all subjective. But I just there's a lot I like about it. I love the scaly look on it. I like the size and position of the star. I like how the ab section is broken up with the red and white. I love the fact that it comes with Mjolnir, because let's face it, that's one of the pivotal moments in the MCU and in Endgame, which is a fantastic movie. I love the fact that it comes with a broken shield and a regular shield, and although its downside and I really like the likeness in the mouth plates and the head sculpt. I still think that the unmasked head sculpt, this one here, would give the new one a run for its money. So I'm not gone on the unmasked head sculpt for that Stealth Suit 2.0. But I'll say that the downside of this is the articulation. Articulation isn't great. You have to pick your pose, but I have to say I'm pretty happy with that. And a rare occasion you'll see me using a crotch grabber, because I wanted to get that pose just right. And but you can't really see the crotch grabber. It's behind the leg. You can barely make it out. But yeah, a rare you'll see me using one of those. These generic stands don't really float my boat, but I really like this. And that's a pose I'm not going to mess around with for a long time. I like it. So yeah, just thought that was topical, considering what we're going to be talking about in about 5 minutes time. So this is obviously the Mark III 2.0 lit up with the fusion reactor kits. This is a work in progress. I'm working on hiding those wires. I'm not happy with the wires there. I can see one trailing off in the back, and there's another one or two little bits that I'm not happy with. So I got to tidy up those wires. Obviously this is not the Iron Patriot, but I kind of, in order to hide the wires, because of the glass, you do nearly have to have it on a stand so that the wire can fall in behind it. I mean, this angle shows the wire a lot more, but from this angle here, I can't see the wire at all. So I need to work on that. I was going to use its own base, but it's very high and his head will be touching the top of the IKEA Bleledens. So I might maybe do the 1 foot thing. We'll see what happens. But yeah, really happy with the this lit up. Gotta say, really, fusion reactors, I'm a big fan. Finally got these two in. This is definitely not their final pose. I'm just I'm gonna dial in that pose, but I'm really happy. Like, come on, nothing screams Star Wars like this duo. This guy came in during the week or yesterday, and I just wired him up there. Like, this is a contender for figure of the year for me. Actually, the Kenobi one was too, but I sold that. But yeah, look, the head sculpt's incredible. It is. I love the armor and the proportions. The cape could be better. But okay, I'll focus on the positives. The head sculpt's incredible. The helmet's incredible. The fact you get the separate rolling eyeballs function, which is incredible as well. You get a bunch of different hands, like loads of different hands. You got this hand like this. You get the severed hand. You got the hands to rest on the belt. The belt boxes light up. The chest boxes light up. Now you can't see it now, but it actually flickers. You can actually. I'm looking back here, and like it's like the top one goes on, the bottom one goes on. Two of them go on together. Very, very cool. And that's a Neo LED saber. It's not the stock saber. I think the Hot Toys stock sabers, the ones that are USB powered, step in the right direction, yes, but they're just not there yet. They're not there yet. So this is a Neo LED. For some reason it looks orange there, but I assure you it's a bright red. So yeah, because it comes with two incredible bases, because I got the deluxe. That's another positive of this. One light up one, which I'm going to show you in a second, and one of the stairs, which I just think it's a cool base. But neither of them really fit into the Bleledin, so I'm going to repurpose them for something else. When I've already repurposed one, I put Boba Fett on top of this. I just wanted to use that light up base, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, it says Darth Vader in the thing, but how often I'm going to be using that? All right, I think I am ready to talk about. Oh no, sorry. So this is what the collection looks like at the moment. I'm going to address the chat, and I'm going to fly through a quick chat on Captain America and then a few other things before we get to the main event. So it seems Hot Toys is going to 2.0 the entire Iron Man collection. They're kind of halfway through that, 3.0 even. Do you foresee them being bold enough to eventually... Well, they've already started doing 3.0, so yeah, they're a company, they want to make money, they don't care about you, and yeah, that's the way it is. They're going to They're going to keep doing that. Like, every single company does that. Like, Apple do that the whole time. Like, you know, it's like new software comes out and the old processor can't handle it or whatever. A new camera comes out and it's upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. Cars do it. Every single company does it. Like, you know, so yeah. They're just not that type of company to make something once and then move on. So they're going to keep making them, and they're going to... I look, in fairness, like, you know, as they're getting better and better with their head sculpts, they're getting better with their paint application, they're including separate rolling eyeballs function, or single rolling eyeballs function if you're Kenobi Vader, in vast majority of their figures now. The materials seem to be getting better for the most part, proportional, seamless arms, light up diorama base. They're taking a step in the right direction with the USB powered lightsabers. So they're doing a lot of things right. But yeah, and then sometimes they just... We know that they're better than they are, because it's like... The way I see it is, like, if you talk about this stealth suit Cap, I don't think the head sculpt's that great, and we know they can do better than that. It's kind of like a professional athlete who is at the top of their game. Like, they could play the game of their life on a Tuesday, and then at the weekend then, or the next week, they can just play poorly. So we always compare that athlete's best to their best game, you know. And they do pretty good. So, what else have we got? Have you petitions for IKEA to change the name in those cases yet? No, look, they're always called the Focus in my eyes. Alright, so again, we got 29 people watching live. Shout out to all the channel members, troopers and commanders. The link is, of course, pinned to the live chat. It's the pinned comment in the live chat. Consider becoming a channel member. All revenue, super chats, super stickers, super thanks in December given towards Children Health Ireland, who work with sick children in various different hospitals in Ireland. But yeah, let's have a chat about... Let's take a look at this cap. I'm not going to spend too much time on the announced and releasements because I want to get through to those images coming out of Tokyo. Okay, here we go. So what we're looking at here is the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Captain America. It's the Stealth or Strike Suit 2.0 from Captain America the Winter Soldier. I rewatched the Winter Soldier on Wednesday night and thoroughly enjoy it. You know when you have a really good watch, it's uninterrupted, you just throw it on, you're not looking at your phone, you're into it, and man, not that I forgot that it was a good movie. I think that's it's a 4 if not a 5-star movie. It's a fantastic movie. I'd probably give it a 4-star, depending on what mood I'm in. Maybe 4.5. But it's one of MCU's the best movie, if not it's up there. I mean, it's up there with, say, the first Iron Man, Infinity War, Endgame, No Way Home. Yeah, it's just a Civil War, a great movie. Really enjoyed it. But like Captain America, just full disclosure, he's not a character that I need multiples of. I have the one I want. It's the Endgame one. It is a triple threat. Love the source material. Endgame, fantastic movie, 5 stars. Love the character. I actually really didn't like the character until I started watching the MCU, and so really liked I really liked all 3 of the Captain America movies, and then his appearance in, like, say, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. Really liked what Chris Evans did. I thought he was kind of like born to play that role. I really liked the struggle that the character goes through between, like, you know, being a good soldier and following orders, but then actually, you know, kind of going, you didn't want to do that blindly, and kind of what's the word I'm looking for? He had his own moral compass and had to make tough decisions, and I love that struggle in the character. So and look cool, and, you know, some great action scenes, like so many good action scenes in the Winter Soldier alone. So no matter how good this turned out or how good these prototype images were, I was never going to get it. But I gotta say, this looks pretty bad, this particular mouth plate. Now I'm gonna be fair and go all the way and look at everything that he comes with. $280. You come with the unmasked head sculpt, which I don't think is great. I think it's a 6, maybe a 7 out of 10. It comes with the masked head sculpt, which, okay, one of the mouth plates is terrible. So if you look at these 3 mouth plates, the top one is terrible. It looks nothing like him. The middle one is okay, but the neutral one is the best. Okay, the neutral one is the best. And I can see what they're going with the middle one. He kind of does make this face, But yeah, I'm just not fully convinced by the mouthplates. By definitely not the top or the middle. The bottom one is the best, I think. Now the head sculpt itself. Oh yeah, by the way, the shield magnetizes. From what I understand, magnetizes to the back, and it's a magnetic base, but it doesn't magnetize to the arm because he only had that in Age of Ultron. Even though, having the Endgame one, I've heard so many stories about them people breaking the little straps. I just be extremely careful with them. And look, you can just get a raw deal where the glue on it comes off or something like that. So I suppose it would be good if it has straps to keep it kind of screen accurate, include the straps, but also a magnetized system like they would with the Age of Ultron one. But in Age of Ultron, he actually had a magnetic shield. Strange the way they moved away from that, but yeah. So look, the pros of this, I'm going to flick back here. I think the pros are hopefully the magnetic base works out. So I like this. They've done this. They're doing this with the Artisan Black Widow. So I do quite like that. I think it's I like the concept. I liked when InArt does do it. I haven't had any issues with my InArt Joker, but I know other people have. But I've also been, I kind of keep an eye on it every few weeks. I have a look at it and make sure it's not like tilting over or something like that. And I'm used to posing figures without a stand or without a diorama base, without a crotch grabber. So I'm kind of used to it. But yeah, I appreciate people have had issues with it. So hopefully they dial this in and do it better than InArt. We'll see. Time will tell. So I like the concept. I'm looking forward to seeing how it works because I do have the Artisan Black Widow on order. Yeah, it's cool the way it's funny. 2 different display styles. You can put it on his back. You can put it on his hand. Okay, fair enough. I think someone said recently that it actually magnetizes to the back. Yeah, the head sculpt. I'm going to take a look at the head sculpt. Great that it has separate rolling eyeballs function because this one behind me doesn't. But the thing is, they did this. Everyone was crying out for this. They did this about years ago, and we're going to see some comparison pictures to the 1.0 and the 2.0. And then like they announced an Endgame stealth suit, and people were like, stealth suit? That wasn't an Endgame, but it was. It was when they in Endgame when they went and found Thanos when he was retired, and they every time I hear the word retired now, I think of Wesley Snipes in Deadpool and Wolverine. If you know, you know. So, yeah, they actually looking at this sculpt here now, the one on the left, yeah, I have to give credit to the one on the left. That does look like Chris Evans. The one on the right does not, and the one in the middle, in between. But yeah, they actually just did this and they made it limited or exclusive or something about a year and a half ago, whatever. And I was thinking it was a quick release one, when they started doing these like quick releases. So it was branded Endgame. It came with the busted up Infinity Gauntlet, and that Thanos used to do the snap and snap half the universe away. And yeah, it came with the regular cap shield. So, and a lot of people were happy because they wanted it, but I don't think it came with an unmasked sculpt. I can't really remember. But this is just, it's just, nothing is exclusive. Don't be fooled by the exclusive thing. Yes, it might be limited, but it doesn't mean that they're never going to do it again. And that's exactly what they've done with this one. Aha. Phil, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. You're not in your usual room, are you?
No. It was a bit last minute, so I haven't set up the laptop or anything. And my mobile, so hopefully the battery lasts.
Good stuff. Thanks for coming in.
No problem.
So Friday nights, you have the weekend off, yeah?
Do indeed.
Oh, cheers. What's your beverage of choice?
We're on a Corona for now because I've just had pizza, so I always find a
I get you.
Corona goes well with a pizza.
Yeah. I think washing down a pizza with a Guinness is probably not a good idea.
No.
What do you think of this?
It's good. I do like the design on this suit, but I mean, I've got Endgame cap. I've got an interest in.
Yeah, I think I'm on the same kind of train of thought as you. In fairness, though, they've definitely improved the proportions. It looks more natural, like a guy in a suit.
Yeah, did the other one sell out then?
Which one?
The original, the 1.0. Was it really that popular? Was it sort of because they've done this, haven't they?
That's all. It's very old. Like if you look at this, like the one that was branded, the 1.0 they're calling it, the MMS 243. That was a long time ago. So like what I'm seeing here is that the proportions on the one on the right look more natural. The tailoring looks a bit more natural, a lot more natural. The straps look a lot better. Like the head sculpt is definitely better, but it's just not up to today's standards, I don't think. Like the one on the left, do you know what it is? I've realized that there's two things that make a head sculpt good, in my opinion. Number one, does it look like a human being? How realistic is it? Like, or does it look like a toy? And the second part, the second hurdle is then, okay, so it looks like a human being. It looks very realistic. It could fool you if you had a quick glance. Does it actually look like the person, the human being it's supposed to look like, you know? So it's but the funny thing is they did an Endgame one. You know the way, like, in the last, like, year and a half, 2 years, they've been doing these, like, exclusives like that you have to queue up for, and they're 3,000 like all the troopers, and then they release them really quickly, so you see like announcement photos and blogger photos the next week. They did that for a stealth suit but it was Endgame, because he was in the stealth suit when they went and found Thanos in that garden. So what do you think of the sculpt?
I think it's pretty good, to be fair. And is this has got the rolling eyes, I take it. I haven't really looked into it, but I think that makes so much difference to a figure.
I think that the hair is definitely growing on me. No pun intended. Like it is. At first glance, it wasn't. Say again?
You have similar hair, Shane. Father colour.
Yeah, I wish I just had his height and his looks. But anyway, the hair actually does. Like at the first time I saw it, I was like, I'm not sure about that. They've done better, but I think it does look quite.
If they've gone to this length, I'm surprised they're getting this as opposed to his appearance in Deadpool and Wolverine, unless that's coming. But it wasn't announced, so it's.
You never know. They did Cable after Deadpool 2, a long time after.
Yeah.
But I think it's. I don't think it. I think in terms of realism, they've nailed that. It looks like a bloody person. Like if you quickly look at this, you wouldn't be able to tell it's a figure. I just don't think it's all the way there. It's very obvious. I think you know the dogs in the street would know it's Chris Evans, but I think it's probably maybe. I was torn between a 6 and a 7 out of 10. I think a 6 is probably a bit harsh now that I've had a really, really good look at it and that time for sinking. It's probably a 7 out. I don't think it's their best. This is not one of the ones that I'm like, oh my god, this is mind blowing. What would you score it out of 10?
I'd go, without throwing 0.5s in there, a 7 or an 8.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of people are scoring it in around an 8.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think it's really good. I mean, you've recently rewatched The Winter Soldier, haven't you? So. Yeah,
what I noticed is he's definitely younger, leaner, and fresher.
Yeah. And
with that, what I mean is like his cheekbones and his chin are just more. They're more chiseled. Like he definitely looks leaner. Like so. That's what I noticed anyway in some of the comparison photos. But look, if you're a diehard Cap fan, you've been waiting for this. You just won't use this map plate. Yeah.
You can put it with your the new Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's also limited.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That's a good segue. Let's take a look at it. This one, I don't think we joked. Well, I joked that like we'd be finished talking about this in 42 seconds, but this is going on to like 42 weeks, I think. Because we talked about it when it first was teased. Then we spoke about it when the announcement photos went up, and now these are the blogger photos. But looks pretty damn good, to be fair, doesn't it?
I really, really like this figure. Really. Like
it.
I mean, if I had endless space, then I'd definitely be considering it.
It looks pretty good, I have to say.
Do you change the chest plate out there? Do you?
Yeah, there's a star. I think I actually prefer the blue one. There's a star, red plate with a star, or the blue plate with the kind of more Mark 85-ish. Is Mark 85? Yeah, kind of.
It looks more Iron Patriot, I think, with the blue.
In fairness, their Iron Man. It's not that they don't. It's not that they look bad. They all look great, but you kind of pick the ones that you like the style of the most, or from the movie that you like the most, or as what I do is try to get like one that ticks all the triple threat, which ticks all the boxes. Your Mark 3, Mark 6. I know people like the Mark 7, the Mark 5. It's fairly good. I think the blogger.
I was going to say he's done really good with the photographs as well. I think was that CG Rock again?
Yeah. Is it CGE Rock? I can see it in the bottom right corner. Even that pose, it's museum pose, but man, it's bloody good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some of those, like, I'm not talking about like a straight up and down pose. I'm talking about like a character pose or just an iconic kind of a museum pose, just a bit of nuance on it. Like, they look so natural and they have a lot of presence. Like,
my go-to pose is the museum pose.
Yeah, looks good though. I don't think I'd be able to get that to look as good as that.
No, the fear of damage. I tried to do the old sort of heroic knee landing sort of thing with the inert Superman, and no, there's no way I was bending him that much. I went so far, I was like, no.
I do it on an Iron Man because there's hinges, but no, not on a suit there like that, and with inner prices and stuff like that. But okay, this shouldn't take long. Are you a gamer, Phil?
I dabble, but I wouldn't class myself as a gamer. I played the original PS5 or PS4, should I say, Spider-Man, but not Spider-Man 2.
Nothing but good things.
I mean, the first one is fantastic, but I mean, I've got no interest in any of the suits from it.
Same.
But if you're into this, I bet you're probably buzzing because.
Yeah, this just does nothing for me, but it's because I'm not familiar with the source material, and I don't want to be either. Because I know if I get a PS5, that's game over. Do you know what I mean? It's no.
Oh, I mean, I've had a PS5 for a couple of years. I think I actually bought it for Jedi Survivor originally.
Oh yeah.
The reasons behind purchasing it, but I just don't have time to be a hardcore gamer. Like, I know some guys I work with, I mean, they're up till silly hours of the morning, and not only that, I get my ass kicked in everything on these games now.
Yeah, like I know I'd enjoy it, but there's only so many hours in the day, and if I take like work and exercise and then other commitments out of it, then the time I've left where, you know, you can go to the cinema or go out for a pint or I don't know, whatever, do any of your hobbies, or, you know, make some videos or pose the figures up or whatever. It's just another time thief. So I'm glad I don't have the addiction, so I'm not looking to get the addiction, you know, kind of a way. But I'm sure I'd enjoy it. I'm going to address some of these chats. Here's a question. Will you ever stop collecting if you run out of space?
No.
I'm kind of at a stage there where I wouldn't say run out of space, but like I'm going to have to start getting creative, especially if I like one figure per shelf. So the answer is no. I could always downsize. Like, I'll be a collector long after. I was a collector long before I started doing the YouTube thing, and I'll be a collector long after. Mightn't always have a YouTube channel, but you mightn't always have like the same number of figures, but I'll just keep the ones I want and downsize. Or if I want something new in, I'll just rearrange it. I find rearranging the collection is fun, because even if it's just a simple repose, it breathes life into what you have. Even if you've got nothing new in, just a repose and a shuffle around, and you're like, no, that display looks better. And it mightn't even look better, but you think it looks better because it's new and fresh. For example, I was just showing this earlier on, like I had this guy part of the endgame display on the floating shelves, but because I moved something and the second shelf from the top is MCU and I wanted to replace it with MCU, I put it in here and I was like, it had never been in the Bleeding, and now it catches my eye every time I walk into the room, like, and it just breathes new life into it, because just different light shining on it, surrounded by different figures, different height, and it's just like, love it.
Yeah, and I think that's where we benefit from, you know, having figures with extra accessories. When you got some like
100%
or have you have got barely anything. This Captain America, I have probably not necessarily changed the pose a lot, but I've either put the broken shield, the complete shield, with Milnio, without the head sculpt on, the head sculpt, you know, and like you said, it literally changes everything in the display just by swapping something
Yeah,
else. for it.
just like you can have like the broken shield or the regular shield. It's just
Yeah.
it's just cool. So no, I won't. I'll just rotate. Low key collector Calvin, how are you doing? I think Calvin's like I think where did Calvin say he was like a Warner Brothers auction? Maybe let us know what that is. Is that where they like auction off screen use stuff? Maybe he's going to buy a tumbler. That's what I thought he was doing. You know, so. The videos from the Tokyo Comic Con of this Chris Evans head sculpt looked way better than the pictures. I might have to pick this puppy up. I think the lighting in the boot showcase is better. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at that in probably about 10 minutes. As well as Hot Toys did on the Artisan Widow from Iron Man 2. An Artisan Widow from this movie with straight hair would be a pickup, no hesitation. I think a lot of people would be in that camp. Boba Fettuccine, channel member, thank you for being here. Gotta get Boba Fettuccine on the show at some point. My wallet is so safe with this Whitey Spidey. No, thank you. Yeah, I agree. Dave's Man Cave, Ireland. We have an Irishman. Cheers, Dave. Dave's big collector and Jazz Inc. fan. A Friday stream. The more the better. Just got a delivery of the Stronghold display stand for the Jazz Inc. Batwing. Oh, jealous. Looking forward to unboxing that over the Christmas. Have a great show. Thank you very much. Just came in there to crush my dreams. I spent way too much time ogling that Jazz Inc. Batwing. It's incredible. I think it's actually their best piece. It's definitely, I think it's even maybe surpasses the 89, but
It's humongous though, isn't it? The size of that thing.
I have to head out to work in the bad weather. Oh man. That
Not good. Are
sucks.
you getting hit
No.
with this storm as well, are you?
Yeah, Storm Dara or something, is it? Look
Yeah,
after
yeah.
yourself, Dave. Look after yourself. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's a bit of wind and rain, but I suppose I don't have to go out tonight, so I do empathise with Dave there. So, all right, Phil, what is this? Is it AT or T?
I believe so. If I'm honest, I'm not really sure myself.
So it's Clone Wars. I think it's an AT or T. Someone can maybe check in the chat there if I'm right or wrong on this. I think it looks cool though. It's just this is one of those times I'm so glad I rule out lines, because the trooper looks cool. I like the kind of mutton chops looking thing. It looks like one of those dogs. But I think you can take off those things. Yeah. Say again.
The mastiffy sort of thing.
Yeah.
Mastiff.
Not sure. And it collapses down there for storage as well. I think this was a long time.
Yeah,
It was a long time.
A long time.
Yeah. I saw someone unbox it. I don't know, was it Zord or maybe it wasn't Zord. It might have been what's the figure? It could have been the figure hideout. I think it was a short, but I remember in the video I heard all these clicks, so I think the joints are pretty strong, ratcheted joints. I just have no
Hefty
interest
piece,
in it.
No.
Sorry? No, it's
I was
huge.
going to say it's fairly hefty, because I mean that's a 1/6 figure sat on the top of that, and it looks
Yeah, and it looks tiny.
in comparison.
Yeah, it's like a small child. I think this is one for the diehard Clone Wars fans, and obviously the clone collectors who are big into this stuff and have like, I don't know, a huge module. Would it even fit in a module case? Maybe one of the big ones,
Pressure,
or
yeah,
vertical
maybe.
ones. But yeah, not for me. All right, we get on to the main event. Did you get a chance to check out any of these?
Only briefly this morning when I sent the photographs over in the chat. It's literally all I've seen of it.
Good stuff. We got 3 new subscribers. Happy days. Good stuff.
Excellent.
Shout out to the 4,208 subscribers. We're not exactly on our way to 500. I suppose we are on our way to 500. But I kind of like wait until we hit 4,500 before thinking about that. But yeah, hopefully we get there. Illusion Entity, AT or T. Thank you very much for the fact check there. I do appreciate that. AT or T. So, and again, massive shout out to Orlando with the $2 super chat, and to Thrawn with the $5 super chat. And as usual for the month of December, it's given to Children's Health Ireland, so it'll be added up, and at the end, when YouTube pay out in January, I'll let you know how much we make. So target's 250. We hit 250 last year. We're trying to break that. And YouTube's, the analytics have us at the moment. Before the show, they had us targeted at about €144 because they're like projected revenue. So with that, then it probably brings us up to maybe about 150. So we're doing good, folks. We're doing good, and we're still only at the 6. So I think this is going to do. We're gonna break that. Let's take a look at these. Some display. I was watching.
I don't see that. Well,
Pardon?
imagine walking into there and seeing that.
Wonder what the Wi-Fi is like. Hope it's better than Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah, you have to stand under the Hot Toys cube.
Yeah, but you know, it does look like a hangar. And I was watching TK421 Collectibles today. He did a video on this and on all these photos that we're going to talk about. But he said it looked like a hangar. It actually does look like an aircraft hangar.
Yeah.
Right, Deadpool and Wolverine. So nothing that we haven't seen before, and of course, 2 of these figures are actually already out. So we got the Deadpool front and center. That's out. That's downstairs in the Millsbow. I think a lot of people have that. And then the Ladypool as well.
Yeah.
I'm eyeing up that couch, Phil. I'm eyeing up that couch.
I was going to say, am I eyeing up the boy?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Poor choice of words. I know what you meant. Yeah, I think myself and Mike's a diehard Wolverine fan. Long before this movie came out, we knew it was coming out. Like, I think it was just a few months, maybe. I think it was like coming up to like the start of the summer, maybe April or May. We were on a live stream and we're both trying to get through this movie and this line with just picking up the Deadpool and the Wolverine. So far, I think I'm gonna do okay. The only exception maybe that couch, but I'm gonna pass on the shirtless Wolverine and the Ladypool and the Kidpool, and X-23 is tempting, but I just think with enough time passing, the hype for that will die down as good as it looks.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, these look great though. Did you sorry, go on. Did you pick up any of these, or did you? I know you're interested in Kidpool.
I am interested in Kidpool. I've got the Deadpool, and the shirt-on version of Wolverine is PO'd.
Yeah, they're going to look incredible.
But even that shirtless one looks pretty good. It's just
it's unbelievable that they just like even like so the physique and the seamless body. And even like the wrist joints, so you can see them there, but it's not like too egregious. And you could probably maybe pose them to make them look less obvious. But even the battle damage and the cuts and the blood smears and stuff looks pretty damn good.
I mean, that's those seamless arms with veins, so we know we can pull it off. So, and the Horner Studios, the Horner Wolverine, the arms on that, I think they're fantastic with the detail and the veining. And
did you vote on the Collecting Weekly poll for like? Figure of the year and company of the year and head sculpt, their awards.
All right, yeah, no, I missed that.
Yeah, you can still vote if you go on to like it's like their Facebook group. I think it's Collecting Weekly Auxiliary, and on that like you can cast your vote. But I'm pretty sure Hono Studios, it might have been the brown suit one, is up for like figure of the year, 1/6 figure of the year or something like that.
Yeah, because I suspect for comic book fans that the brown suit is the most popular. Whereas I didn't even know there was a brown suit until I think it was in discussions when Deadpool and Wolverine came out, and I think it was the scene where the Hulk, he was about to go in.
Oh yeah.
And I think a lot of people mentioned in that, that should be the brown suit, and I didn't even know there was a brown suit at that point.
I see images like this and I think, thank God I'm just not into everything, because and part of it is like, thank God some of the MCU shows have been garbage, because if they weren't, I would just be really feeling a lot of this. Like, obviously you have She-Hulk here. I wasn't a fan. I know probably people in the chat or maybe were a fan. I know X-Men Supreme liked the show if he's in the chat there, and obviously no disrespect to X-Men Supreme or anyone else who liked any of the shows, whatever. Like, but it just didn't float my boat, and which is a good thing, because then I don't want to. Like, I have to love the source material first to really commit to getting any of these things, and like Falcon the Winter Soldier, Moon Knight, She-Hulk, even the Loki show, even the second Black Panther movie did not float my boat. So there's nothing here that I think that Captain America looks amazing, but I think the pose is poor.
Yeah, it's
but
very odd. It looks like he's literally got his stick.
Fair enough. The Loki, it's very simple, but it works. The Black Panther, all right, okay. The Moon Knight, getting there, yeah. But I mean, yeah, he just looks a bit lost. It looks like the wings are just flying. He's just going along. Is there anything here you have, or anything here you have an interest in?
I don't have any of those, but there is one that I've always wanted to get my hands on, which was the Moon Knight. And apparently he's a fantastic figure as well. The moon supposedly is quite tatty or cheap.
I actually like the look of the moon here, to be honest, but yeah, it's probably clamshell or something.
I think it's maybe polystyrene, possibly.
What?
So it's really light.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, nothing here floating my boat now. I think there might be another close-up image, maybe there, I don't know.
The Mr. Knight is, that's a new one. I think a lot of people have been crying out for that, so.
They're the comic book fans and the people who want to make a Poe Dameron.
Yeah.
What is this here? Did I miss right on the left? Did I miss that announcement? Was that like a? It's Mark 42, I think.
I'm sure that's been announced. I could be wrong.
Yeah. All the Iron Man's gonna roll into one. I don't really remember that.
The Captain America is obviously
yeah.
The
tailoring looks good. Still kind of missing some traps though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's quite flat shouldered, isn't
he? Yeah. I actually love this Thanos. I have it up on a floating shelf above me there. It looks fantastic. Yeah, I actually think this looks great. I wish these photos were better quality. You could zoom in, but I love this Tony Stark. I know. Yeah. So, what did he call himself? Howard Potts. I just think the head sculpt is great. I love the glasses, the briefcase, the tailoring. I just think it looks cool. I don't know what I don't really mess with the civilian characters. A lot of money in space, whatever. But
is that the
artisan
widow then?
Say again.
Is that the artisan widow?
I think so. It looks funny. The lipstick looks pretty heavy there, but it's probably just the lighting. But yeah, that's something I'm keen on. I have that pre-ordered. But I'm looking. Can you see her left leg? See the way it's not flat down, so that looks like there's going to be no ankle articulation there. Which
just a full boot. Oh dear.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying, especially for their flagship line. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the person posed wrong. But anything there you're interested in? No.
No, I mean I've got a Thanos. I didn't get the battle damage one stupidly, so he's got the gold gauntlet as opposed to the red. Thor got no interest in. No.
That was the quickest no. That was no in reference to this, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got that red and blue suit, and I think that's a contender for one of the figures of the year and head sculpt of the year. Incredible.
If anything, that would probably be the one I would pick.
Yeah. Now I gotta say, as someone who's had the Iron Spider and has got rid of it, I wasn't entirely happy with it. I do like the improvements on this in terms of the head sculpt, the fact that it's artisan, the battle damage, the gauntlet it comes from, even the base it comes from. I think the proportions are better. I think the legs are actually more accurate to screen accurate. But the main thing I'm really impressed with, I'm pretty sure this is USB powered, and a lot of the lights on him light up, and that's something I am very keen on. And I do have an endgame display. Have not pulled the trigger, but I am keen. Time will tell. Wish there was close-ups. Okay, here we go. It's a few close-ups. This looks bloody good. What do you think?
Yeah, that head sculpt is really good, I think. Yeah. Did they ever make a Poe Dameron? I don't think they did they?
Say again?
Did they ever make the Poe Dameron?
No, they never made a Poe Dameron. No. I'm going to dress the shut.
It's another bizarre one. Why wait so long before?
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't even been announced yet. I mean, it's in the display case. They haven't announced it yet.
The same thing I say all the time. This company announced Pennywise at
coming.
Christmas. Yeah, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. All right, so we have got a bit of activity here in the chat. I'm just going to check in.
Let's fucking go.
And
Let's fucking go.
so we have some kind donations from Boba Fettuccini, who is a channel member. This is for the younglings. I do appreciate that, Boba. Thank you very much. And of course, that will be given to CHI, Children's Health Ireland. Really looking forward to seeing what can we do. I'm confident that this December we're going to break our record of €250. I think it's going to happen. So a massive thank you. I really appreciate this. And of course, then Valkyrie Magnus immediately after Boba Fettuccini. He said, Boba, I can't have you take all this limelight. And he said, have a good weekend, guys. I have to get back to work. Much appreciated. Really appreciate it. Thank you. 2 out of 6 are released. I have everything locked in. Hey, Loco Lou, first of all. I have everything locked in. After my vacation, I'll lock in the anti-venom. So, that's must have been all the Spider-Man ones, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, must have been, yeah.
The
And then he says, oh, what's poppin', people? He usually says that first. Not much, Loco. We're just having a look at some of the images coming out of Tokyo Comic Con, myself and Phil here. We have Peter, Triple G Comics. Thank you very much for being here. Good to see you. I have every Deadpool and Wolverine figure on order. I'm not surprised. And of course, X-Men Supreme is a channel member. What are they playing at with the Mr. Knight? As in, come out of nowhere? I think that's what Phil was saying too. I PO'd the Thirst Trap Wolverine. I'm bummed that it won't come with the wearable cowl option. Can't even swap it off. Yeah, man, that's strange choice. Very strange choice. Can you, like, if you got the yellow suit one, can you pop off the cowl on that and put it on the Thirst Trap Wolverine, the topless Wolverine? But then it won't be battle damaged, sir. No. You know. So, just going back here. Man, that's just woke me up. That's way too loud. Sorry to anyone listening on headphones, but so we got a $5 super sticker from. I actually can't see the sticker on this end. Let's see if I'll go into YouTube in the background there and see. 1 second. I want to see the sticker. Ah, I see. It's some sort of a dancing blob thing. Excellent. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that, X-Men Supreme. And yeah, I'm confident. I think we're going to hit that target. So massive appreciate the support. And yeah, Children's Health Ireland to be good. So yeah, the mask from the other figure isn't all messed up, so it wouldn't be film accurate, which is a hell of a... It is 100%, absolutely is. Dave's laughing. I do appreciate the dancing blob thing. I thought it looked pretty cool. Much appreciated. Yeah, actually, it's rare. People do super chats, which is great, but they never really do super stickers, which are... I think they're the same price or whatever, like, but it's actually the same price. If someone's going to do a super chat, they may as well do a super sticker, because at least we get some more dancing blob things. So this looks good, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah. I think so. It's not displayed with because didn't he have like a white mask as well?
Yeah. Now,
I don't think
if I scroll out, I might actually just toggle back. There's no white. You know, a lot of time they put the mask on the bottom, but I suppose maybe that's for the displays at Secret Base. But yeah,
maybe
looks good. She looks great. Apart from those flames on the base, which just look like pieces of plastic. Seamless arms. Good likeness. T-shirt's cool. The arms look great.
Yeah, better than that third-party Ripley.
That
was shocking. Have you seen the third-party Ripley? The arms.
Yeah. They're very like. There's no definition or anything. They just look like sticks, don't they?
Arms.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed by the proto, and I just went, you know what, just hold out. On a long enough timeline, everything gets 2.0'd. So, and there's rumors going around that Ripley and the Power Loader are coming, and like, that'll be one of those stop what you're doing, you're going live moments. Like, let's take a look at this head sculpt. I'm still not seeing it. Maybe I'm being harsh.
I think it's better. It's better than, obviously, I'd like to think they'd improve. Surprised they didn't go artisan with it as well, unless it's difficult because he's
very short hair. I don't think I'd want artisan with the hair that short.
Is Toby's similar though? Similar length? Toby? Not Toby.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's there. It's starting to see, his hair is so short, it's still kind of going up, whereas Tom Holland's, like, it is long enough in that it's actually starting to come down a small bit. Like, even if you scroll back to it, see the way there's definitely a bit more length. It's marginal, but it's starting to kind of grow down. But yeah, I don't think Cap needs rooted hair. Great shot. And that's not even lit up.
No, surprised. Well, I'm not surprised because the battery didn't last.
Yeah, it was lit up about 3 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So this is funny, isn't it? They've got like, so all the ones on the back are Hono. So we've seen the Iron Man in the center go up for pre-order. The Wolverine, the second out of the 6 here, Wolverine, that's released. The 6th has been released. No, wait. I tell a lie. The 6th and the 4th have been released, and the second one is the unmasked one. You can see the thing behind it.
Yeah.
The left one, I think that Spider-Man has gone up for pre-order, hasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Thor has been shown before, but no movement on that. So I suppose Thor will be the next one.
I think the Iron Man as well, isn't he? The Iron Man been
yeah.
The PO.
So 2 released, 3 on pre-order, and no sign of the Thor yet. I think Eddie is looking for that one. But then, like, the ones in the front are not Hono. They're like the regular price in 250 or 60 or whatever, and they're comic book line, but not Hono.
Yeah, they were 100%. I think that's where they were originally going to market it, but I think the cost has driven it out of the
They realised like what was it, the Wolverine's around 160, and then the Iron Man people didn't like that it was 205, something like that.
Yeah, because it's all plastic, isn't it, the Iron Man? There's no die cast in that. I don't believe.
There's your man, Savage Press. That's going to trigger people. Savage. He sounds like a French cologne.
Savage Press.
Okay, so Chewie and Han.
Holding on, yeah.
Yeah, Chewie and Han. Anything else you're keen on?
I'd love to pick up the Revan, but again, I've got no way forward. I'm surprised because I think that's Finn in the background, isn't it?
So random. Like, yeah, they're not re-releasing Finn, and I'm pretty sure anyone who wants a Finn has a Finn. Like
because Black Series, they released a George Lucas unhelmeted Stormtrooper. And first of all, when I saw this and I could see the light, not realizing it was the light, I thought it was grey hair, and I thought, don't tell me they're doing a George Lucas Stormtrooper.
I get you.
When I zoomed in, right, okay, it's Finn.
Yeah. So you got Revan, you got the Purge Trooper from the game, then you've got a Star Killer, and then the back there, Clone Commander, Savage Opress, and then is the one in the back with the yellows, that's Scorch,
yeah. I think
Scorch.
Potentially, maybe this is a representation from each movie or TV show, and that's why Finn is stood there.
Maybe so. Chewie looks good. And I know why they didn't make that C-3PO diecast because like, I just haven't got. I have the other one in here now. It's on the bottom row on the right, and it is, man, it's heavy.
Yeah, it is
very
surprisingly
heavy.
So.
Yeah. That Droidica, I'm telling you, man. I'm glad I don't collect prequels, but I just think that the Droidica design, really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
So Balin's out. Is a Night Trooper out yet?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, the one with the red wraps, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I've seen Beskar Kid doing a unboxing and that.
Gotcha, yeah. Shin surely is coming soon. Tron is out. Droidica's up for pre-order. Looks very cool. Kenobi's out. Mando Luke. I think Mando Luke is underrated. What a figure. Loved it. The Death Trooper. I think the Death Trooper is out. That was one of those. Was that limited? Or was it the zombie Death Trooper?
I don't know. Maybe.
I want to check Sideshow on that. I nearly thought that was a very quick turnaround. I thought they limited that. They limited something from the Ahsoka series, and I'm nearly sure it was that. I'm just have Sideshow here. We might just have a quick browse on Sideshow. Can you still hear me? I've got a message here. Your browser has lost connection.
Yeah, you're fine.
Can you see Sideshow? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So if we have a quick look, newest, and if we go Star Wars, now we might Death Trooper. Okay, waitlist open. Sorry. Okay, I thought there was something from Ahsoka that was like a limited number.
Wasn't Enoch, was it? No, they announced Enoch.
Have they announced Enoch? I think they have they? Let us know in the chat, folks. They're all blending into each other. Now there's Enoch. Waitlist open. Night Trooper waitlist open. It's funny, it's a tale of two cities, isn't it? It's like Sideshow, waitlist open, sold out, waitlist closed, and then free 2-pack. Yeah. So yeah, that's waitlisted. And then the Ahsoka, I gotta say, it's not the best figure, but it's my favorite look for Ahsoka. And if you put in the time and get the pose right, it is a great figure. I think like the messing around with the eyes makes a difference in the pose, and the Neo LEDs makes a difference. I haven't actually put my new Neo LEDs on because I have a CCF element, but yeah. Anything out of the ordinary here? So IG-12 is out. All of these are well released. Is the Nightlight out, or did it just go up for pre-order, or has it been released?
That's out. Yeah.
All right, so that was a quick release, limited type buzz, and Trip, and is it? Oh, what's the War Machine droid?
That's War Machine, yeah.
War Machine. BT8 or something like that. Who knows?
Throws off, isn't it? He loves them, doesn't he?
Yeah. So, alright. I wish they just gave a bit more close-ups to this. I'll scroll through, but the back left here, is that Clone Wars, or is it? That's Clone Wars, isn't it? I think that's Sidious, or Sidious from Clone Wars.
No, I think that's from the prequels, isn't it? Because didn't Sideshow release the Clone Wars Palpatine?
Wasn't there two of them? I thought there was like a... Yeah, there was one that came out recently, but it was Hot Toys.
Yeah, I'm sure the Hot Toys was the prequel, and then Sideshow released a Clone Wars.
I think Hot Toys announced both of them. One from the Clone Wars, which announced recently, the one that was fighting Savage Opress, the one that fought Savage Opress and Maul in that kind of a really good episode of Clone Wars. But I think they did like a... Was it a Revenge of the Sith? Darth Sidious as well? They did. Or Palpatine.
I think that's the Revenge of the Sith, I think.
Let's have a look. I'm just looking at Sideshow here, see if I can... Sideshow's strange now, because like you have to kind of go to waitlist open and all that kind of stuff. Having a look here. No, Darth Sidious. I have them next to Darth Sidious. This one here. Darth Sidious. So this one here is... That's from Revenge of the Sith, isn't it?
Sure it is, yeah.
I can't really see. He was Palpatine, he manipulated... I'm not sure, well, I can't really see what it's branded here. Generally, usually the first line it says...
Yeah, normally that photograph there where they're sort of showing the accessories, they've normally got on the bottom corner, haven't they?
Yeah, we'll take a look at that.
Well, is he MMS or is he a TMS?
They don't actually show that in Sideshow, I don't think. No. That's a bit strange, because usually in the first line, I think this is branded Episode 3. Scheming, powerful, and evil to the core, Darth Sidious restored the Sith and destroyed the Jedi Order, living a double life. He was also Palpatine, a Naboo senator, and Phantom Menace. He manipulated the political system. Do you know what? I'm kind of a bit digging the heels in now. Yeah, there you go. A movie masterpiece series, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Okay. So that is from Episode 3. But the one they recently did, Hot Toys, that was released was Clone Wars. Okay.
Right, okay.
Share it. It's hard to keep up the share this tab. That must be that's the artisan Dark Side Anakin. That'd be a real test. It's hard to tell there, but it looks far away.
Yeah.
It looks alright. Oh yeah, sure. Isn't that one on the right there the one I was talking about? Or I really can't
Oh, they're
tell.
both in there, are they? Oh, right.
I think the one on the left is Clone Wars, the kind of darker, kind of almost burgundy cloak, and the one on the right
Yeah.
is Revenge. Okay, fine. We got there in the end. Do you have anything on PO from this list, or?
No. Oh, I tell you, yes, because I have more.
Oh yeah. Probably that'd be my pick if I had to. There's just no way I'm paying like full price for a third of the Batmobile. Like I don't know. Like I'm already like
put that.
I'm paying like, you know, probably twice the price for a Jazz Inc. But like it's the full vehicle and you have all the bells and whistles, whatever. But is that sweet corn there? Every time I see this this Aquaman, I just think like it looks like corn on the cob or something. Joker's hair doesn't look great, but like they've shown us with the artisan Joker that they are capable of doing it. It looks weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite sure the lights may affect it or the heat or whatever.
Yeah, not
I
really
think is that
interested.
the artisan Harley Quinn
yeah.
as well?
Yeah. Like the Returns 2.0, but at the moment I just can't. It's a budgeting thing. We'll put the 89 next to the Jazz Inc. and that'll probably be it.
Looks so good though.
Oh yeah. As much as I like the thought of having a Dark Knight Returns, I just don't think I can do it. The middle, the Hot Toys, the Batman and Signal and Batmobile is not happening because I've got the rooted single inert on the way. Line Rock have it, so I need to pay that and get it shipped. Cancel that Catwoman. Didn't like how the final product turned out. Artisan looks great, but I have the inert. Have the Bane. Figure of the year. Cillian Murphy. Oh, I could be tempted. I can't rule it out. I'll see what it looks like, but same time.
They look pretty good, and they the three of them displayed there together.
Yeah. They do. Did you get the Bane in the end, or did you steer clear of that?
No. The only reason I've steered clear at the moment is because I have nothing from the Dark Knight trilogy at the moment.
Yeah.
So
Tell you, once one of those armories gets announced, that DX19 is just going to drop.
yeah,
And it's a
then
bloody good figure.
Bane will skyrocket then.
Yeah.
That's if he's still available. I don't even know if you can still get hold of him. I'm not sure.
What are those carded figures? Did we miss some carded figures? Was he talking about these? No, I think there's things in the back. I think I saw them. Yeah, sorry, these in the background here. I don't know. Are Hot Toys going to delve into like little tiny carded figures for the crack? I don't know.
Who knows? Like little lollipops.
That'd be a strange move, wouldn't it?
Well, like you said, they released
Yeah.
at Christmas.
But they could be thinking, this could be like the Star Wars logic of, let's make a cartoon show for kids, get them hooked on it, and then as the audience grows, gradually make the storylines more complicated and interesting and complex, so that as our audience grows from child into young adult, teenage, and then finally adults, they will get exposed to Star Wars, hooked, and then go back to the OT and whatever like that. Maybe this is like, here's actual entry level, $20-$30 carded figures, and then people get interested in them when they're younger, and then when they're a bit older and have like adult money, they go, I want to collect 6-scale Hono, or maybe that's their logic, maybe that's their business model. So where were we? That is a beefy boy. Great book though.
Yeah, I quite like the design of that. Well, not only the Batman, but the suit as well. I imagine he'd be quite hefty.
Yeah. He is an absolute unit in the graphic novel, The Dark Knight Returns, and it's Yoke-Majig. It's accompanying animated movie, which is great. But I just find that it's like he's jacked, but I just found that the proportions on this aren't quite right. I think he's more slightly broader shoulders, maybe a bit taller or whatever. I think the proportions, they look strange, This looks good. But yeah, the proportions are weird. Oh, here you go. I think we're saving the best and last. Right. So, the first three here, that's the DX46, the Battle Damage T800 2.0. That's the T1000 2.0. I assume the one on the right is the, haven't announced it yet, but it will be the clean version of the T800. We knew that was coming. On the back right, that endoskeleton is from some fucking shite movie that doesn't actually exist, because it's not from Terminator 1 and 2, so that can go fuck itself, right? The T800 there, I think that's just actually the 1.0 version that I have downstairs. That's, judging on the head sculpt, that's a 1.0 version that Tech Noir, now maybe they're space holders and they actually do them again, because even before the DX46 was officially put up for PO, they showed us what I think was the DX13 as a placeholder. And I gotta say, this thing on the left, like, is that like the 1.0? Is that a really old endoskeleton they did? Because that looks rough.
It does look rough, yeah.
That looks rough, man. So I'm hoping they're just space holders and they're gonna give the 2.0 treatment to that. Like the one on the right, to be fair, looks good, but it's just not. I don't think I'll be displaying it with that boot.
It's a nice effect, but no, I probably wouldn't if I was getting it.
Okay, I think the biggest surprise out of all of this was this Rain character. Have you seen Romulus yet?
Still not yet. I'm waiting for it to come on Disney Plus. I thought we were getting it this month, but apparently we're not getting it till January in the UK. So
worth a watch. It's worth a watch.
I'll definitely watch it.
The best way I heard
Don't
it
live in.
described was, I was watching, what was I watching today? I was watching the Bugle 6 today, Brick Artemis' show. I
Yeah.
listened to it, and I don't know who made a point. I think it might have been the movie canon, or 1 Adam 12. I was listening, so I think it was the movie canon. And he said he saw it, and he went, you know what? It's fine. It's a good movie. But, like, I've seen this movie before. Just done in a different way. Do you know what I mean? So this is just, they've just done this in a different way. So, and that's probably a good way of putting it. It's not a bad movie. It's probably a 3-star movie, but it's not Alien. It's not Aliens. It's not at that level. Not even close, but it is worth a watch. And I think it's great that they're doing this character because, okay, it's very rough. We'll see later on some closer images of her, but you know, the pulse rifle looks cool. If you look at it, she's wearing a really faded Wayland Utini t-shirt, which I think is cool. But then the likeness looks soft, and obviously wrist peg's very egregious, but it's probably just a very early prototype. The Xenomorph looks fantastic. I think that might be the 1.0 big chap in the back. The 1.0 Ripley. You've got the Samurai Predator, and then... Oh, is this Jungle Hunter and City Hunter?
Jungle Hunter, I think so, yeah. Sure that
I can see the likeness. Go on.
I was just going to say the samurai one. I'm sure that was going for big money at one stage. The 1.0.
Yeah, the original one. Yeah. I'm glad they're doing this. I'm glad they're doing this.
Yeah.
And I didn't dislike this character. I thought she actually did a good job. I really like the relationship between her and another character called Andy. I won't spoil it, but yeah, it's good. I think the pulse rifle looks really cool.
Yeah.
Cool design, lots of weathering. That wrist peg is awful, and if you get, it's almost like a little seam at the thumb as well, which is kind of like, I think Loki had this similar seam. But I can see the likeness, definitely see the likeness in the hair, and yeah, but just need some polish in there, I think, overall. Love the fact that she's wearing a Wayland Utini t-shirt. Didn't see this coming. Did you?
No, not at all. Well, I mean, I'm saying that. I mean, I suppose they did announce the Scorched version, so I suppose inevitably we were going to get a humanoid or a human.
Well, we didn't for Prey. Strange the way we had like
that's true, yeah.
the feral predator, but no Naru. And I actually think Prey is a better movie than Romulus. But I'll tell you one thing, like, after this stream, I'll probably go down and stick on Romulus, because I have all the alien movies. I'm not as harsh on the Alien saga as I am as the Terminator saga, but there still is 2 Alien movies, really. But I no, it's worth a watch, Phil. It definitely is worth a watch. It's not a bad film. It's not a waste of time. It's worth a watch. I definitely stick it on again. Yeah, like, the thing is, I'm not going to pre-order this. Probably won't get it. I'm going to hold out. Same as the Scorched Xenomorph. I want to hold out for, like, maybe they do Ripley and a power loader and an alien queen, or a warrior alien from Aliens, or maybe they do, I don't know, an artisan Ripley from Alien with the big chap, and I think one of them is going to happen, and I'll be happy with that. But like, if we dial the clock forward like 12, 18, 2 years time, we're like, alright, Doomsday's coming out and Secret Wars or whatever, and the second Batman movie and Hot Toys are flat to the mat again, and they've forgotten about all this kind of like 80s, 90s nostalgia or whatever, and then I'm like, alright, I'm going to go back and pick this up, or the Scorched Xenomorph anyway, depending on how the movie ages, like, because I didn't dislike this character, but, you know, you should definitely watch it. This looks incredible. Looks disgusting.
I love the skull underneath.
Yeah, it's serious. Like, it's a serious detail. Serious detail. Yeah. The new endoskeleton is not chrome. That's not a new endoskeleton. That is like the old 1.0, I think. And as Mitchell Lawrence said here, that T800, I've got that T800 downstairs and it still holds up, but like, hopefully, look, I don't care if they 2.0 it. I had the DX13. It's incredible. It's one of Hot Toys' best. Like, but I wasn't, whinging and moaning when they did the DX46 because I've said multiple times it's Hot Toys. They're a company they don't care about you. Like, they're there to make the product. You buy the product or you don't. And if the DX46 is better than the DX13, that's what I'll display because I love those movies. I don't care about Rain. I want Ripley and the Power Loader. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I didn't realize Creature Commandos was out already. I already watched it and like it. What's that?
I think it's correct me if I'm wrong, X-Man Supreme, but I'm sure I thought it was DC. It's DC or Marvel, but I'm sure it's an animated thing. Yeah, I saw a couple of like spoiler things on YouTube yesterday. I didn't watch them, but I gathered it had been released.
Angry Dog Hobby. Is that a Terminator 1 endoskeleton? I think so. It doesn't look great, but I think it's one that they did a long time ago. Pretty sure they made it before, just an older thing. Doesn't look great. There's a chance we'll get an Andy. Yeah, who knows? I liked Andy. But like again, like I liked them, but like it's just not Sigourney Weaver, I just found she naturally embodied the role of a hero, and I'm not saying heroine because it just didn't matter. Yeah. It didn't matter like if she was male or female. It just didn't matter because she was well written, she was well acted, well scripted, well executed. The action was fantastic. It was just, it did not matter. Yeah. Oh, here we go, Phil. How many of these little bags are you getting?
That's the part I've been looking forward to.
There we got Beetlejuice there. But again, it's
thing there. There's that thing.
That's that's gas. Yeah, I think we might be. Oh wait. Squid Game. Is this the stuff then? Like, is this the stuff that they teased? Remember they yeah. Remember they did that little thing and we were thinking it was going to be 1/6.
Yeah.
That's probably it. That's probably the Squid Game stuff, folks.
But was that all an integral part of the show? Because I haven't watched Squid Game, but
it's worth a watch. Actually, when I think back to the stuff that Netflix made, it is one of like the first thing that comes to mind. Going, yeah, that was one of the best things they did. Really well worth a watch. You will, watch a film. Stamp of approval. Like I thought, like if they're going to do 1/6 scale, realistically, like it'd be so easy for them to do these characters with the pink outfits and the PlayStation symbols on them or whatever. And then the main villain guy with the telephone kind of looks like Doctor Doom. And then, the only sculpt they'd really have to do if they're keeping the line minimum would be the main guy. But it looks like it's not 1/6 scale. And I'm flicking through these because no one really cares. Are we back? You're back. Okay. I think we're going to wrap it up there. Phil, thanks very much for joining. I do appreciate it.
No problem.
Yeah. And thanks very much to the 24 people who stuck with us and the anyone watching on the replay. Shout out to anyone who's taken any time to watch any videos, like any videos, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, drop a super chat or a super sticker with the little dancing pear thing. That was appreciated as well. And sorry to keep harping on about it, but because it's for charity, I'm going to be pushing the super chats and stuff like that a little bit harder this month. So sorry if I'm annoying you. But it'd be great to just give something back. So we're out here, folks. Thank you very much. Love the shirt, Shane. Yeah, thank you. Very well dressed today. Very debonair. What can I say? All right, we're out here, folks. Have a good weekend. And shout out to the Commanders. Good luck.